So let the stars be stars tonight.
Purdue wins the tap. Anderson, Sermons, Pfeiffer, our officiating crew. We are underway as Purdue looks for another outright Big Ten title. Illinois trying to keep their hopes alive in the conference. Edey with a deep catch. Now Smith coming off another big game, 23-9 in the win over Michigan State, and a turnover.
Maybe on the first bounce, trying to keep Purdue off balance.
Shannon, short, gets his own rebound and puts it in.
There's a physicality you talked about.
Well, with Braden Smith, you know, he's certainly given up some real size. And Terrence Shannon, 6'6", first play of the game, getting on the offensive glass, and the Illini on the board rebounding.
Interior touch for Edey around the horn. Jones looking back inside. Edey crowded outside. 3-ball, no. And the rebound fought for. This is what Underwood was looking for. Dominate the glass, as Robbie had talked about. It'll be a big battle between these two teams.
Curious to see just what Fletcher Loyer can do defensively. Right there struggling, and Coleman Hawkins living at the rim.
Robbie, you talked about that. Fletcher Loyer's ability to stay on the floor is going to be predicated on his offense.
You have to think he's going to have to make some shots, and he's going to have to guard better than that.
Smith caught up. Great defense by Shannon. He got the triple back. Purdue started this game 0 for 1 and a turnover. Jones inside, kick it. Loyer, one dribble, pull up, pure.
Nice job by Lance Jones maintaining the bounce and getting downhill to find Loyer.
And the shot clock play is going to be huge for both teams here. Great dribble drive on the baseline. How about the shot fake by Loyer? He stays hot. Broke out of that shooting slump against Michigan State.
Top 2 scoring teams in the Big Ten, among the top in the country as well. Ranked 2 and 3 in KenPom and adjusted offense. Hawkins misfires, and Edey the flat-footed board.
Hey, Kaufman ran good defense there on the bounce for Coleman.
Jones thought about it. Leave it. Smith inside. Edey crowded. Edey tried to force it.
Matt Painter talking to Jeffrey Anderson, thinking there was some contact there.
Guerrier all alone for 3. 36% from 3 on the season. 2 of the better three-point shooting teams in the Big Ten this season as well. Loyer is bumped on the tape.
Oh, my goodness.
Wow. Illinois trying to maybe establish some of that toughness, that physicality. And thing is now, though, Coleman Hawkins has to be careful. You can't take one like that and then pick up a second cheap one.
Great call.
Especially against Zach Edey, who draws more fouls than anybody in the country. Nearly 10 per game. Get it back to the big man, working on Hawkins, and he floats it up and in.
You let him get to that left shoulder, and when he's got you deep, I mean, send prayers up.
That's right.
Because Hawkins has got to make him try to go to that right shoulder, but it's so much easier said than done.
Purdue now 2 for 4. Illinois 3 for 5 to start this game. Shannon on the attack. Bates Edey bounces inside. Rogers couldn't handle it.
Great defense by Zach Edey that time on the anticipation.
Loyer attacks, can't finish. Good defense by Guerrier. Numbers the other way. Here comes Illinois. Hawkins, attack mode. Leave it. Rogers.
But Matt Painter is not happy right now with the officiator, lack thereof, in his opinion.
Transition will be key. Matt Painter really preached to his team, keeping Illinois out, and then you can just dump it down and let Edey go to work. Big time flush.
That's the counter right there. And Coleman Hawkins trying to swipe down, maybe fortunate he didn't pick up number 2. But you're thinking he's going left shoulder. And man, I love the fact that Edey's just rolling downhill to the rim, not spinning east and west.
Rogers offensive rebound. Shannon thought about another tree. Instead, kick it. 18 to shoot for Hawkins, and they'll reload with Damas coming off a massive game at Wisconsin, a homecoming with 31 points, 8 rebounds, and 3 assists. Pull up, pop, money.
Look,
that's pretty good defense right there.
That's what I'm saying. Trey Kaufman Red's all in his grill, and he's still getting the fadeaway on the baseline. That's pretty impressive.
That's where Trey Kaufman runs, Steve, and you're just tipping your cap and saying, I've done my job.
That's right.
And a turnover. Edey couldn't handle the entry. Damask back from Coleman. Nice defense by Purdue. It'll go the other way. And he's looking for his team to get themselves back into this one.
So, Robbie, what's the deal in the shoot-arounds now compared to when you were playing at Purdue?
They're a little more chill now, but I think that comes with age and maturation and going through and being a head coach for 20 years.
Nice strip by Danger on Edey. Skip it. Shannon, three. No. Danger's there for the offensive board.
Purdue just never got their floor balance. Edey was out contesting the shot, and how about Danger? This is going to be a real test because the Illini have been just on fire offensively. And Purdue's defense, while good on the season, they've kind of taken a little bit of a step back, it feels like, since February 1st.
And you know, Robbie, I think Purdue gets everybody's best shot.
That's so
it's
true as well.
wear you down at some point.
Illinois already with a 6-0 advantage on second chance points to start this game, not even midway through the first half. Nice cut by Gillis, and he's fouled by Danger.
And it's a rare glue guy that can pop you from three.
No doubt.
If you're not paying attention, he can hurt you. Goody's going to have to make a stand here defensively. He's going to stay on the floor.
Gillis, the top free throw shooter on this Purdue team, 85% on the season. Has adjusted to that bench role beautifully, as mentioned. Has started 63 of 93 games over the first 3 years of his career as a Boilermaker. Damask leaves it for Shannon. There's Danger one-on-one against Edey. He wants to take the challenge, and he loses the basketball.
You know,
you get used to him.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Jordan Murphy, where we'd be like, well, he got 18 rebounds. Yeah. Like, he does that every game.
Yep.
Like, and this is 30 and 10 is normal.
Guy, he's gotten better each and every year. Now showing up on the draft boards.
Smith can't finish. Damask claims the board, looking to run. Up ahead. Justin Harmon checked in for Illinois. Goody out on the floor as well as Danger. Shannon and Damask stay out there. Shannon likes the matchup with Gillis. Goody, who's been nursing an ankle injury for Illinois, leaves it. Harmon attacks inside Danger, and he stepped on the baseline. Another turnover.
I like to see Harmon, though, go after Edey. You know, if you get it thrown back, that's okay. You got to challenge the big fella.
But don't you feel like a lot of players, they see someone like an Edey and they think, man, I can't get my shot blocked.
I think you're right, Robbie.
There's an intimidation factor that goes into it.
Loyer can't hit the three. Edey engulfs the rebound, and he's fouled.
Got Edey taking on 2 Illini defenders and kind of just going right through them.
He's doing a great job on the offensive glass. And that time, the Illini in rotation.
Gillis is fouled on a three.
For another year, which is the COVID special there. Only, right?
A rare miss from Gillis.
It's good for first in the Big Ten and second nationally. But to me, Stephen, that's just understanding your personnel at the highest level. And we've seen some teams in the Big Ten this year, I think, struggle with maybe constructing their roster. Whereas we've got, with Purdue, you see Zach Edey, and you've got just shooting everywhere. You know, that's the definition of good roster management.
I agree.
Damask using the size. 10 to shoot now for Harmon. Little zone matchup action from Purdue. Damask looking to back down Edey again. Just using that strength, but comes up short. Goody's right there for the board. Kick out. Shannon. Swing it. Harmon. Hop step. Extra. Goody. Three. Bottom.
One of those plays, Stephen, where the basketball gods are rewarding Luke Goody. Hasn't been maybe as effective on the offensive glass, has been dealing with an ankle injury, but he makes that effort play to keep it alive, and he gets the open look from the top of the key.
Edey can't hit.
But great look, though, and Edey's getting the ball now. Last couple possessions exactly where he wants it.
Damask, just such a calming presence for this team coming over from Southern Illinois, and has just been exactly what they've needed at that point guard spot. He likes the matchup with Smith. Kick it. Goody again. Can't hit this time. Too strong, and nice rebound by Smith.
Braden Smith, those long arms, and he was up there.
Tell you what, Braden Smith got some boxing about him, too, that I love.
And here he is for three. No. Over 4 minutes without a field goal for Purdue. They've gotten it done at the free throw line. Dump it to Edey. Had it stripped, and he got it back. He's fouled.
And his gravitational pull on the rim is some of the best you're going to see in college basketball. See how this Illini team can weather the storm here without it.
Well, they're going to go to Nicolo Moretti, redshirt freshman guard, in his place. Edey inside, and that's just too pretty.
He's so deep, Steve. I mean, he's catching that thing almost to the charge arc, and what's Coleman Hawkins going to do with him?
Absolutely nothing.
Exactly what we saw, right?
And great adjustment by Matt Painter and his staff to get Edey that open look with great floor spacing at time.
That ended a drought of 4 minutes and 39 seconds without a field goal for Purdue. Illinois has got 9 of its 16 points off second chance opportunities. Hawkins can't get it to go, but a foul.
Floor spacing, though, there was no help to be had by
Hawkins, Harmon, and Guerrier for Illinois. As Hawkins does convert. For Purdue, they keep Edey out there with Loyer, Edey, Smith, and Gillis.
This could definitely be a game where we see a lot of Cam Edey. His size, his physicality, he can match up with some of these bigger Illinois guards.
Deep touch, too deep. Zach Edey rocks the rim.
It's all about where he's catching that thing, Steve.
I'm telling
He
you.
is so close to the rim.
Hawkins, a deep one. Short.
Yeah, Coleman trying to flip the matchup in his favor. I think he's going to have to be a little bit more patient than that.
Smith fades off the heel. Rebound fought for, and that's that group collective feel from Illinois. Ready the other way, attacking on Smith. They've gone right at him every time down the floor.
Yeah, but Moretti might be a little light in the britches to try to go with Braden Smith right now. Got to get in the weight room a little bit more, but it's coming.
Smith averaging nearly 2 steals per game, leads the team. Already gets his hand in the cookie jar. Gillis hits the deck. Damask gets it back, 8 to shoot. Swing it, Hawkins, the drive, the kick, corner, extra, knocked out of bounds. Edey got his hand on it.
I know Brad Underwood does not want to give up those threes, but this is going to be interesting to see how they guard.
Catch and shoot, Damask too strong, and Jones is there for the board. Ethan Morton getting his first minutes of the night as well for Purdue.
Well, and Robbie, to your point, I think you just wear Coleman Hawkins out.
Jones can't finish, and a late foul comes from Jeff Anderson.
I think it is the right call. It's just about when it was made.
Yep. And you think if he'd have made the shot. Go ahead, Noah.
Well, there's chicken up for grabs. You know I'm excited for potential chicken. But Lance Jones with Kaufman, Wren, Jones, Loyer, and Morton. Hawkins looking to take advantage. The pump, drive, up and under. Oh, he puts it in! Counted and a foul! On his senior night, just does all the little things for this team. Has taken his game to another level, and Brad Underwood singing his praises before the game, just talking about how much he's matured from year 1 to year 4. It's really what he feels coaching at this level is all about.
How about his approach after the Penn State game? A real lesson learned, and he has responded. Last 3 games, 21 points a game.
Loyer, that is smooth.
I love that action.
He's found some confidence in that jumper. He looks a little bit different than what we saw while he was going through that slump.
Well, I mean, when the lights are the brightest, Fletcher plays extremely well. 27 against Alabama and Arizona. So he likes these moments.
Not to mention a big game at Assembly Hall, 19 points against Indiana in the rivalry. Harmon with 6 to shoot. He just barrels through Loyer. It's an offensive foul.
And where are they getting him to? Strong right hand where he wants to go.
That's right.
15 points on Saturday for Loyer. Here's Kaufman Wren, who was the star in the first matchup between these two teams with 23 points. Loyer, same spot, different result, comes up short, and the rebound goes to Guerrier.
It's man's game on the glass right now.
Yes, it
is.
is.
Big boy basketball.
Leave it, Guerrier, step back, 3 ball, it's smooth! Nothing but nylon for Guerrier.
Wow. Robbie, I didn't expect that.
Well, passed on the first one and then got to the step back. Probably a more difficult shot. Love the honesty, and I'm guessing that if we had the answers, we might be sitting over there in that seat as well.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'll let you have that seat part. I like this one over here.
I agree with that.
3-point shooting a difference. Jones can't hit. Purdue still without a 3 ball, and then a...
4 of my teammates have played, so always fun to come back home.
Man, I got to say, it was really cool to see that group of the Flying Illini back in this building. I know I'm not just saying that. Everybody in here felt that way.
I appreciate that, Robbie. No, it was fun. Fun times, man, albeit a little while ago.
Meanwhile, Damask, so crafty, slips his way in for 2 more. Edey doubled on the catch. Guerrier holds his ground, and Edey misses. Tapped around, tracked down by Morton. Jones, open, 3. He buries it.
It's going to be the game.
Yep.
I mean, that is going to be the game right there. Can you close down possessions? Stephen, I think Illinois' defense has been pretty good tonight. For the most part, done their job on the glass.
Oh, no doubt. And that time, that's his 7'4", and the length, being able to get his hand on the ball and keep it alive. Good job by Edey.
Meanwhile, Braden Smith just tied the Purdue single-season record for assists, and what a move. Just a little now you see me, now you don't from Marcus Damask.
And Noah, let me share something to you. I remember seeing a forward from Purdue make a similar move with his footwork in the bucket area. That was Robbie.
Did he have similar hair, too? It looks like he has similar hair.
Same hair, same barber.
Smith, nice recovery by Rogers. Smith a little bit of trouble. Edey spins and scores. Took me a second.
And that's what Illinois wants Edey to do, is go with his left. And then you got to tip your hat. Nice job, big fella.
This is good offense. Brad Underwood said it at shoot-around. We get him to go to his left hand. That's a win for us.
Meanwhile, Smith now all alone. Single-season assist record is 208th of the year, past Bruce Parkinson.
Ethan Morton is in this game for this reason, to guard Marcus Damask, and we'll see if he can handle him.
Leave it, danger. Oh, he sneaks it in.
You know what, Robbie? I was surprised that Damask went at Morton. I thought Terrence Shannon would have tried to go at Braden Smith. Morton, an elite defender.
That's what he's out there to do. He is out there for his defensive abilities.
Jones can't hit. Rebound. Going the other way.
Yes, he did.
He understood who was coming over.
Illinois has kept the crowd involved. Damask has come alive.
What a fun matchup between two former teammates at SIU.
Fades and knocks it through.
Look at the space he covers there, Steve. I mean, he's getting all the way to that block, but then he's taking his time using his footwork, and he's taking that fadeaway at the Big Ten logo.
Smith bounce it perfectly delivered for Edey.
That spacing, man. That creates the area where the semi-truck can drive right through the paint.
Purdue's made some nice adjustments here in the first half to free Edey up in the post area.
Hawkins against Jones. Step back, thought about it, leave it. Damask with 12 to shoot. Working on Gillis. Screen from Rogers. Damask, the drive. Nice job. Edey stayed with him. Hawkins couldn't tip it in, and it's out of bounds. Hawkins last to touch. Guys, Illinois is still an 8-point lead, 4.5 to play in the first half. We've barely seen Terrence Shannon because of foul trouble. He's got 2 early ones. Inside for Edey, and that's too easy right over Coleman Hawkins.
Well, you're talking about a guy at 230 pounds at Coleman trying to keep a 300-pound man by himself out of the lane. That's a tough ask.
For the most part, Steven, it's been Edey doing the damage, and the water's been pretty much shut off on everybody else.
Guerrier, heat check. Oh, he's high. Quincy Guerrier makes it rain.
Well, he is fired up. He's showing more emotion than I am accustomed to seeing Quincy play with.
Smith ducks in for 2.
You feel like Purdue is starting to find something with that pick and roll. And you give up a couple dunks to Edey, and now you're thinking, man, we got to get back to him. But Braden Smith more than capable.
Just beautiful pacing at the hole, too. I mean, not rushed at all.
And Gary stepped out of bounds there.
I think Illinois would like to double Edey in the post, but Purdue is doing so good at getting him by himself. Like
what a play. Beautiful lob inside, and Edey with the easy slam.
And they've been running that play for 3 years, and I swear it works almost every time. You fake that cross screen, Edey takes 1 step forward, they throw it up, and look, he's hanging on rims.
I tell you what, as good as Illinois has played, Purdue is in great position here to close out the first half.
Extended minutes for Moretti. Shannon still on the bench with the 2 fouls. Under 3 minutes to play in this first half. Damask has taken over in his absence. Working on Smith again. Got the size mismatch. Double comes. Lost it. Stripped. Jones got in there. Now on the open court. Jones to the rim. Hangs. Comes up short. And it's going the other way. Gillis on the foul. I love the joy he plays with. It felt like he was missing that a little bit on Saturday. They're looking for him to attack anytime he gets the ball. They love his speed in the open court. Another example of it doesn't work out quite in their direction there. We'll see how Illinois responds. Goody's back on the floor as well. Smith got a hand in the cookie jar. Around the horn it goes. Guerrier again. Not this time. Goody tracks it down. Open, Harmon. Jones steps in front. Harmon, tough finish.
Good defense there without foul.
Up ahead, Loyer, the sidestep, and a wild flip doesn't go. Gillis secures it. Smith trailing. Jones is there for the three. Short.
They got to get Luke Goody out of the game. He got hit in his left thigh with a knee. He's trying to...
He is moving really gingerly, Steve.
Yeah, he's trying to work it out.
Oh, Hawkins shields and scores.
Look at Brad Underwood is telling Jeffrey Anderson right now that they're going to let this keep going.
A steal. Goody gets rid of it. And they'll slow it down.
I'll tell you what, you better not be weak playing in this game. You can't get on the floor. You're not ready to hit first. You'll be on the bench.
Guerrier misses it, and he got fouled. It's going to be Edey, and that's his second. Guerrier just 59.4% on this 1-and-1.
And I think that sense of senioritis kicks in. You realize that you don't have many opportunities left.
Great play.
Yeah, he's playing like it.
So Edey to the bench. It's Kaufman, Wren, and Gillis in there in the front court. Smith leave it behind Gillis. Guerrier gets to it. No numbers, and Jones takes it right back.
That's an incredible hustle play right there by Lance Jones.
Final minute of this first half in a battle for first place, or at least to keep yourself alive for a share of the Big Ten. Smith buries the jumper.
There's not many point guards in America that do that ball screen action as well as Braden Smith. His timing, his pacing, he looked back at his defender, knew they weren't going to be able to bother his shot, goes up smoothly.
Monty Hansberry getting some first half minutes, freshman. Guerrier, pump, leave it, Damask, three ball, no. And the rebound knocked out of bounds, will stay here. Lob it, Shannon, guides it through.
They walked through that play and shoot around, and Brad Underwood said, man, the action on the strong side, it's all fluff. We're looking for the corner three on the weak side.
Nice execution by the Illini.
And Underwood will get Shannon back to the bench to avoid that third foul. 6 seconds left. Edey's in there, working on Danger, and Edey gets it to go. 2 seconds left. They get it in. Guerrier fires. Well short. 12 per game, and continuing in the biggest moment, the biggest game of the conference slate. Shannon was limited by foul trouble in the first half. He's back out there and going right into attack mode. Bounce it. Rogers doubled. 10 to shoot. Swing it. Shannon, three ball. Short.
That was good by Purdue right there.
I agree.
You handle that post double right there. You get out, you get Edey back. And Purdue, a nice defensive stop there coming out of the half.
You know, Robbie, I often say the most critical time of the game is first 5 minutes in the second half, establishing what you're trying to do for the rest of the game.
Doubled Edey immediately. Smith is left open. Cash from three.
That's too easy right there. I mean, that's a step-in three. Illinois, they double from the strong side passer. The kick out is there. They throw it back in, and you're playing to the other side of the floor. That was really well done by Purdue.
That's the first time it's been a one-possession game since it was 18-15 in the first half. Damask had been a difference maker in his aggression, and that's going to be a blocking foul called against Fletcher Loyer.
You let him know. That was very physical.
Yeah, trying to bruise some chest out here or something with those shoulders.
Damask turnaround, not that time. Hit so many of those big shots down the stretch at Wisconsin. From that really area of the floor, that mid-range short corner, he was lethal down the stretch. Loyer on the take, hangs, can't hit, and Hawkins grabs the board. Shannon up the floor, hop step, leave it. Hawkins rocks the rim.
Well, Terrence Shannon generally finishes that off, but that's high basketball IQ, feeding the big fella who got the defensive rebound and started the break.
In for Edey. Outside Loyer a three. Bottom.
Well, Illinois has made an adjustment. They're doubling that post, and Purdue is making them pay for it. And now you're starting to see these threes go for the Boilermakers.
Yeah, great job of relocating by Fletcher Loyer that time off the double team.
Purdue had missed their first 4 from 3. They've made 3 of their last 4. Damask inside. Shannon, a little fade away. Oh, the follow! Ty Rogers up high.
a little bit like his uncle going to the 5th floor on that putback.
You see a play like that, you think, how does Ty Rodgers only have 1 offensive rebound over the last 2 games?
Post touch, Edey against Hawkins. Just bodies him up, can't hit. Oh, the tip in! Kaufman-Renn counted and a foul.
We talked about it early, Steven. 23 points, 3 offensive rebounds in the first game back in January, and that's just Trey Kaufman-Renn making effort plays that show up for Purdue.
Guys, we heard it this afternoon at Illinois shoot-around. Brad Underwood was adamant with his team that Kaufman-Renn, they needed to body him up on that glass, clear him out of the way, and that's the exact reason you saw it in that first matchup, as Robbie had mentioned. Damask on the take, leave it. Rodgers again for 2.
They found something there with Rodgers cutting. And Robbie, we talked about it. Rodgers can be effective if he screens effectively.
Yeah,
cuts hard.
I think a guy he could watch would be Tony Allen. I mean, Tony Allen was such an effective defender, great cutter, ball mover, screener. You could model his game off him and certainly learn some things.
Edey had it stripped. The Illini, no real numbers. Damask doesn't care. Side step.
I think he traveled.
He did.
He snuck one in there.
Good call. Once again, on the Boilers in the paint area.
Still a 3-point game. Illinois has led the entire way so far. Kaufman-Renn against Guerrier. Spins. Kaufman-Renn can't bank it home. Edey couldn't tip it through.
2 good opportunities. Kaufman-Renn to his right, Edey at the rim.
Damask. Oh, had it taken away. Smith got the hand in the cookie jar. Here it comes the other way. Smith will slow it down. Run some offense.
Now, Edey being guarded by Guerrier. Let's see what they take advantage of it.
Smith can't hit. Hawkins up ahead. Shannon attacks and finishes. No, he missed it. Got it back. And he can't get it to go, but he'll shoot 2.
These are the 2 best teams, which I think we all would agree that they are.
There may be individual statistics.
And that's no disrespect to Jameer Young, because he hasn't had a ton of help shooting the basketball this year. They really packed the paint on him, to say the least. But he's been phenomenal. But I just think that you can't deny the 4 players from these 2 teams have been tremendous.
Edey and Gillis in there for Purdue, and Edey with 2 more on the board.
Coleman Hawkins is going to sleep well tonight. This dude is just, he is fighting like crazy, and you know what? There's just not much you can do with 7'4", 300.
Not at all. And skill.
Yes.
We got to throw the skilled part in there.
No question.
Another 20-point game for Edey. He's got 20 points, 6 rebounds already. Corner 3. Damask comes up short. Rebound fought forward. It's going the other way.
And that first time tonight, he had an up fake and then put it on the deck to get to his move. So Edey changing things up a little bit.
They go right back to the well, and he continues to produce.
It's just too big. Too big, too skilled. Illinois not able to come on the help because he's burying Coleman, like you talked about, Rob.
The question is, can you flip the matchup here? You know, can you get Hawkins to play to an advantage? But with Rodgers on the floor, Edey's just going to guard him. You got Mason Gillis guarding Coleman Hawkins, and that's really not near the mismatch.
Damask attacks. Rodgers with 10. Back outside. 6 to work with. Inside Guerrier, and he's patient. This Illinois offense has slowed down a bit, really putting forth quite the effort at shoot-around earlier today.
He said some of the best shoot-around screens that I mean, and
man.
Illinois goes very live.
Yes.
I would say as live as anyone we see at shoot-around. And Monty Hansberry was not holding back. He was laying wood out there.
He was. And hit Shannon hard one time. So let's see if he can do the same to Edey here.
Let's see what the freshman has against the 7'4", 300-pounder.
Put 2 arms again.
Loyer kick out. Gillis, half the shot clock gone, had it knocked out of his hands, out of bounds to Illinois. Coleman Hawkins, another defensive play.
Damask and Edey. Heidi's understanding that in order to get on the floor, offense has to take a secondary role.
Damask, back down, swing it. Shannon. Hawkins with 6. Working on Gillis, kick it, 3-ball, corner. No, a little too strong from Hansberry.
I know he's made one this year, but I can't imagine that Brad Underwood loves that shot.
And there's a foul on the freshman as he was battling with Edey.
In that position, you're going to get called for the foul every time.
Edey working with 22, give him 24.
That is a big-time move right there. just that 1-2. That is covering a ton of ground.
He has evened this score. It has been all Illinois. They have led the entire way from the opening minutes. Damask, leave it for Harmon. Hawkins against Gillis. Shannon on the take. Got the bump. Oh, he got the bucket. The hoop and harm.
He puts his head down. He is going to get to the basket.
I agree. I love his tenaciousness. Being tenacious, I should say. Getting downhill, using that frame.
That Painter said then, because of that attacking style, he freezes you, and that step-back three is lethal. Haven't seen a whole lot of it yet tonight, as Smith was trying to get it into Edey, and he was
Just trying to survive out there with Edey.
body's hitting the floor, and Loyer hits the floater.
He's done his part on offense tonight. We talked about how he's going to be on the floor. He's got to be a factor making shots, and he has done enough.
I'm telling you guys, Edey is giving Damask some problems. He's not able to walk up and get into his space.
He's got the physicality and the size to deal with some of the problems Damask can give you. As we say that, what a block.
Edey erases it. Smith the other way. Purdue looking for its first lead of the night. They go to their go-to man, the reigning National Player of the Year. Back to Edey on Hansberry. Oh, it's blocked. Harmon got a hand on it. Here comes Hawkins the other way. Take it right back. Edey. Beautiful read. Now Smith in transition. Pick and roll with Edey. Smith stops. And a foul. It's Hansberry, and it is number 4 if that's the case.
For the majority of guys that play in the Big Ten, and you look at Edey's numbers right now, 24 and 6. Most 95% of the players, you do that, you think, man, I had a career night. It's amazing.
Yep.
It's so hard to officiate a guy like that. It's also hard to game plan for a guy like that, and it felt like...
So body-wise, it's very difficult to body him up. He can put his hands up and walk down the lane. There's not much anybody can do about it.
You're talking about when Kofi Coburn was here. That's going to be looked at as one of the golden eras of bigs in this league. Hunter Dickinson, Trace Jackson Davis, Edey, Travion Williams, Kofi. I mean, it was just loaded.
Oh.
Shannon missed it, and there's going to be a foul. It's going to be free throws for Ty Rogers.
It's got to be a lack of confidence.
That time he held that better. Yeah, I agree with you. And that can happen, right? Like you get in your head about some of those shots at the line, and you're all by yourself in terms of it's just you and the goal, and unfortunately also 16,000 who were watching the game in the building.
Right. Kind of like my golf swing.
Gillis around the horn, 10 to shoot for Smith. Switch with Harmon. Inside, Edey's fouled again.
I think when you start to float those in there, that's when you allow defenders to maybe swim around and make plays on the ball.
And Edey says, no nuggets for you.
I'd like to see him blow a kiss to the crowd. You're welcome.
Nearly midway through this second half in a battle for the Big Ten. Purdue has already clinched at least a share of the title. Illinois still alive to do the same. Drive and kick. Goody had to go get it. Harmon gets it back. 9 to shoot for Hawkins. Working on Edey. Hawkins floats. Can't finish. And the rebound to Gillis. A chance for Purdue once again to take their first lead. Jones, pull up. Can't hit. Comes up short on the 3.
Great look, though.
He loves those transition threes. He hunts them.
Shannon, tough finish. And Edey right there to alter the shot. Grab the rebound. Now get out in transition. It's Jones again. The trailer. Gillis drills the 3. Purdue in front for the first time tonight.
And that never happens if Braden Smith does not have his eyes up the floor. I mean, he's throwing that ahead to Lance Jones. That defense is collapsing to him, and Mason Gillis just flows right into the left wing.
Harmon can't respond.
Didn't like that shot from Harmon. I thought that was a little too quick.
Illinois has missed 5 in a row. This Purdue defense starting to tighten the screws.
Well, what we anticipated maybe being a 90-point game between the two has settled back into a Big Ten grudge match.
Edey can't finish. No real numbers. Rogers slows it down. Damask and Guerrier will check in next dead ball.
Coleman was shooting that, but he's taking this.
Shannon, give and go. Hawkins, blocked.
Great block.
Edey, oh, he stares him down. Edey just put Hawkins back in the upside down. Corner three, Gillis comes up short. And it'll go to Illinois. What a sequence. Trainer Chad Young, 12th year with the program. And we'll take a look at the reigning National Player of the Year, who has been absolutely dominant once again tonight.
And remember, Steve, in that first half, when he left the floor, Illinois went to the rim.
Guerrier will do just that. For two, no! The case tonight would be the most since going 17-0 in 88-89. That free throw ends a nearly 3-minute scoring drought for Illinois.
I think Trey Kaufman-Wren's gonna get his number called on this one.
Smith, leave it. Loyer on Damask. Half the shot clock gone. Smith off the screen. 7 to shoot. First went to set it. Now Smith's gonna have to take it and make it a big three for Braden Smith.
Oh, I got a chuckle. Braden Smith just lulling Quincy Guerrier to sleep. Like, yeah, I'm gonna drive. No, I'm gonna put this in your eyeball.
4-point Purdue lead. Seeing what they can do with Edey on the bench. Under 8 looming. Damask. Oh, he gets it to go. The strength with a chance for 3.
Not my finest.
Meanwhile, Illinois went 16 of 30 from the floor in the first half. They're 5 of 17 in this second half, but Damask completes the 3-point play. It's back to a 1-point game.
To Robbie, you made a point off the air. Talk about the way that Purdue has handled Terrence Shannon. You want to expound on that after this?
Edey just add 2 more to the tally.
Well, just the fact that they've kept Shannon out of transition, and certainly the foul trouble kind of took Terrence Shannon out of rhythm there in the first half, but I mean, this is the guy that leads the country in fast break points per game. So you limit him in that regard, and that's a big part of his arsenal.
Damask going right at Edey, and the wall stays in front.
Good decision there to kick that out.
No doubt.
Keep playing your offense.
Guerrier thought about it. 7 to shoot for Hawkins, working against Gillis. Shimmy shake. Damask gonna have to make it happen himself. Oh, he flies to the rim, but he missed it. He went airborne.
Loyer got a piece of that, I think.
So too.
Gillis, another 3. He's on target from downtown. Timeout, Illinois.
Boy, what a response by Purdue. Play halfway, and Mason Gillis is like, nope, not close enough.
How about, Steven, we talked about Loyer's defense keeping him on the floor. It's been good enough, and he's got 9 points, 5 assists. His offense has been good enough as well.
Agreed. They're trying to post Mason Gillis up. That's more than a notion.
Guerrier. Now it's back to Hawkins against Edey. We've seen it all night. Hawkins stops. Hawkins fakes, up and under, kick it. Shannon's gonna have to get it off, and he just stepped out of bounds.
I mean, how many up and unders did we just see right there? There was 2 or 3, and that's the Edey effect. Zach Edey's still moving a little bit gingerly here, but what discipline to stay down. There's 1, here comes 2, and then the pass. That was a lot of pivoting there by Coleman Hawkins.
I agree.
It was Ross Geller trying to move a couch. Approaching the 6-minute mark of this second half. Edey.
So Terrence Shannon got on the top of Braden Smith. Kind of blew that up initially.
Smith, 5 to shoot. Circles around. Smith finds some space. Oh, a beautiful strip down. Hawkins forces the turnover.
The Coleman Hawkins special right there.
Yeah.
Those active hands. He loves that.
He loves that. He's coming off of Edey and gets his hand on the basketball, showing you his versatility on defense.
That's easier said than done when you say he's coming off of Edey, because you're just, again, you're giving up so much size and weight that you're battling down there. You come over for help side, and the active hands by Coleman Hawkins, we've seen it all season long.
Yeah, it shows his versatility on the defensive end.
Illinois won for its last 8 from the floor. Hawkins, the drive and finish. He explodes for the slam.
Well, Illini trying to respond here. Coleman Hawkins getting a little senioritis down the stretch.
Jones. Loyer fighting through. 7 to shoot. Loyer past Harmon. Holds. Can't hit. Rebound to Mask.
Bit of a gamble there, but it ended up paying off.
Hawkins thought about it. Reset to Mask. The drive. The back down on Jones once again. Rip through for 2.
That is high-level footwork right there by Marcus Damask. You've got 2 coming over. Purdue sending defenders from that bottom side, and Damask just finding his way, stepping through.
Back to a 2-point game. Edey, one-on-one. Hawkins holds his ground. Edey can't score.
I tell you what, that's all defensive team worthy right there. Now, Edey's been torching him early, but Illinois starting to get some timely stops.
Chance to tie or take the lead. Damask, oh, what a finish!
Oh, my goodness.
Damask takes him to class and ties it at 64.
Physicality, he gets to the rim, he's great nice when he plays pick and roll. He's just a bucket getter for Illinois.
Brad Underwood said watching him back in his home state of Wisconsin was a work of art with the 31 points in their win over the Badgers, and he is coming up huge against the number 3 team in the country. Inside, Edey can't bank it home. The help from Shannon.
Edey's had some good looks at the rim, and Terrence Shannon tried to come over and block that. He's come up gingerly himself.
Looks like it could be his left hand. Damask drive and kick. Swing it good, he thought about it. Now it is Shannon against the smaller Smith. 8 to work with.
I don't think they know the clock is low.
Shannon's gonna have to make it happen. He's fouled.
Yeah.
2000 in his career. 2 big ones. 8-0 Illinois run. Purdue over 3 minutes, nearly 4 minutes without a point. Oh, a collision. Shannon and Jones go down. Loyer inside for Edey. Mismatch with Damask. Smith, kick. Loyer 3. Bullseye! Big hit for Loyer.
Tell you, we question whether he can stay on the floor.
He's answered those
Oh,
questions.
big time, big time.
That ball movement, though, by Purdue, inside and out.
Under 3 to play. Damask to the rim. Open. Harmon, 3. Can't respond. Gillis secures the rebound.
What a pass, though, from Damask. He left his feet. That defense, I believe it was Fletcher Loyer, took away the corner, and he sprayed it for a great look.
Smith dashing to the basket. Loyer attacks on Harmon, floats it in.
Boy, he has been clutch.
He's not the most physically imposing guy you're going to see in the Big Ten, but he has some stones. I mean, he is not afraid, and when he gets it going, he can score the rock.
Damask attacking on Edey once again. Reset now with Shannon. Calls for the screen with 10.
Great. Smith is going
Oh, Sauce. No bucket. Loyer up ahead, Smith. And he has no numbers.
I mean,
2 minutes to play.
Braden Smith was a defensive pound that time. I see Terrence Shannon looking over Brad Underwood, but that's a heck of a defensive stance by Purdue.
Screen from Edey. Smith pulls. No. Rebound tapped around, and Smith tracks it down. .90 seconds to play. Top 12 battle. Smith lost it, but it was a kick ball. No, foul.
What? I'd love to see a replay. I mean,
We're over here stunned. I mean, in this juncture of the game.
I mean, it's not the smartest play by Justin Harmon, but it would be okay if that's just kind of one of those where they let that go.
Yeah, because we've seen a lot of physicality tonight.
Loyer now with 12 second half points, and he's put his team up by 5. Damask on the take, and he's fouled. Edey goes down hard. Has been really a go-to guy.
He's coming back on the other end trying to defend.
Well, how about the fact, Steven, that in Big Ten play, almost 19 points a game. That's good for 5th in the conference. He's gone for over 27 times and has 2 30-point games in league play.
Purdue battling for an outright title in the Big Ten with a win. Illinois trying to stay in the race for a share. 10 to shoot, a minute to play. Smith, hook, inside, knocked away. Edey's got it. Jones is open. Splash! A 3 for Jones.
What a decision by Edey, the unselfishness on display.
Illinois has got to go fairly quickly now. Damask got the contact in the bucket. A major mistake, and Damask with a chance to bring it back to a 3-point game.
Great recognition once again. Loyer's a little bit too high. He's a little too close to Damask. He does not have the strength to stay up with him, and once Damask gets his shoulder into Loyer, it's canceled Christmas.
One of those plays where it's a little bit Monday morning quarterback too, but if you're beat like that and I'm Loyer, I'm making sure I'm not fouling.
Great point.
More importantly, 15-second different shot clock to game clock. Big free throw, big 3-point play, timeout Illinois.
I'd be okay with them extending the game and taking a foul.
I'd love to see them allow for a double team and possibly a steal, and then going for the foul.
Almost tried to foul Edey there. Instead, it's Smith into the front court. He gets doubled right away. Jones on the drive. Jones.
It's a bad shot.
No foul was called, and then packed out to Loyer. Another chance. 14 on the shot clock. Still a 15-second difference. Doubled again. Gillis, 8 to shoot. Leave it. Smith, 5 to shoot. A deep 3. Oh! Braden Smith, kaboom! A crowd silencer in Champaign. Hawkins and Shannon on the floor. That's a big-time shooting lineup. Can run on the baseline. Damask has it. Precious time ticking off. Crosses with 13. Damask on Edey. Leave it. Shannon forced the 3. No. Rebound. Tipped around. Gillis has it. 7 seconds left. Into the front court for Smith. And Purdue is going to become the first back-to-back outright Big Ten champ since 2007. The Boilermakers continue their dominance.